but that's what the body's signals is all about. That concept you need to understand. This is the basis and the foundation to understand the body's wisdom. Hey, what's up, warriors? How you doing? This is MVDB, and I'm sitting here in my office after you saw my post about the infection I had, or at least the intense stomach pain that I was suffering from. A day that I had to go completely inwards and rest. Something that is, I do that, but I could do more of. And isn't that something we all could do more of? So let me paint a picture of what has been going on, what happened, and what that all means. So what has been going on was I came back fully recharged from my vacation from Croatia, right? And fully happy, fully of new ideas. And before that, I had completely planned my my quarter, right? My 3 months, all the goals I needed to accomplish, and the daily schedule, that I had to follow. I have it written down here. This is my daily schedule. Okay, so for instance, between 8 or 7:45 and 9:15 I study and I brainstorm. From 9:30 to 11 I create content. From 11:10 to 11:50 I have video content and social media, and then the whole afternoon is dedicated to clients until 7 o'clock in the evening. So that's about 11 hours of being at the office, and before that I already study, and after that I study. So I'm about 12 hours to 13 hours a day that I'm working. Now I do have time for rest, right? For instance, when I get up at 6, I do 20 minutes of Tai Chi and 15 minutes of yoga, right? And I take time for my breakfast, definitely half an hour to relax and enjoy my breakfast. And also in the afternoon, from 12 to 2, I do workouts, and from 12:30 to 2 I do workout and I eat. So I do there 1 hour, right? Less or more, 1 hour and a half of working out and eating, relaxing. So, and then also from 4 to 5 I take 1 hour off. I go to the forest. Now, and from around 8 o'clock I just wind down. I go to bed at 9:15. Now here's the challenge. Even though I had scheduled really well times of rest and times of going inwards, I didn't use them as going inwards. Okay, so for instance, when I go for a walk in the forest, or when in the afternoon when my workouts, I would still be in my mind like, oh, I have to do this later on, or I got new ideas. I would also brainstorm. I would record like, oh, this is a great idea for a video, or oh, this is a great idea to start creating. Oh, open this document, go in this project. Oh, that would be a nice project. So my mind would still be, constantly on, because I was so passionate, full of energy. And even though I had those moments in the morning, like when I'm in meditation, I'm fully in meditation. I'm fully focused. I'm fully aware. But not in those moments that I should use for relaxing. So when I walk, I just walk. I only walk. That is what you have to do. Not when I did that, I was walking and recording videos, or I was walking and recording Snapchat. I was constantly with Snapchat. Now add that up with, the challenges that I'm doing, the daily challenges we all have. In my case, some challenges with food and with eating, challenges with relationship that I'm, still recovering from, and just other challenges like really having a complete autonomous life and stuff like that. So that all adds up, and it's like a bucket of stress, because your body doesn't make any difference between the different kinds of stress, so it all adds up. So even though I was taking time to rest, I didn't rest. So this is my invitation to you. If you schedule some time for yourself to rest, to really rest, even if you don't have your own business, even if there's still things to do, I need you to rest completely. Okay? When you walk, you walk. When you eat, you eat. You don't think about the next video. You don't think about the next plan you're gonna make. No, you just eat. Because when you add that all up, my mind was, let's say, of those 13 hours working a day, definitely 11 hours constantly thinking about creation, about my warriors, about my clients, about products, about brainstorming, about studying. So that doesn't stop there. And add that up with all the challenges you have in your life, and there's no room. So we need to start listening to our bodies genuinely. So, then obviously the challenge came, and this is the part where I explain what I was experiencing is a stomach pain, stomach area. And that has a lot to do with, your security issues that are being challenged. In terms of relationships, how are you recovering from your self-image when you had a relationship with a person, and the third, this is like a third chakra zone, if you're into chakras, right? And it has a lot to do with self-power, so autonomy is important, and so then obviously all those challenges are creating stress. They add up at the area where you have the most challenges, and that's where disease is created. Okay, so let me just explain really fast what is going on. Is that you are losing energy. So the body is divided in different zones, and you're losing energy in each zone that is, coupled to a certain emotion you're having. So if you're a person who has a lot of challenges in the nose area, right? This area is like a lot with the understanding of new theories, with visioning with your goals, being able to think ahead, understanding, right? Or if you're a person who has a lot of issues with the throat, that means what are you not communicating, or you're judging people, you're losing energy over judging people. And so that's when, right, all that energy can get lost. Because let me explain really fast what energy is, right? So really simply explain it. I need to explain this, I can't go on and on in this video. I can't make this a 20-minute video, obviously. So there's molecules and atoms that are constantly, interacting, and that is very, very briefly said. This is creating tension, creating energy, right? It's collisions, and so obviously that creates reactions, creates actions, and that energy, we don't see that, right? It could be, you know, our thinking, which is brain waves. It could be, you know, heating or cold. And then when those atoms and molecules just go really, really slow, right? That's when matter is formed. For instance, our hands, for instance, our body. That's still energy. Those are still, you know, built up out of molecules and atoms, but they're really, you know, not changing so fast, let's say, as, you know, outside energy or our the sounds we produce and stuff like that, things we don't see. And so this is still energy. This is, we exist out of energy that is constantly changing. So when energy becomes matter, that's what it's all about. Now, we are energetic human beings who, you know, exchange energy constantly between each other. There's constant exchange of energy. And so thinking again of those zones we're having, right? If you're a person who is not communicating, who is judging, let's say, then you start losing energy here. Now, there's only a certain amount of energy that you have in a day. And if this is a zone of your problem, and for me that's the stomach area, the third zone, and how many people have problems there, which is a personal power kind of zone, eventually that energy runs low and starts taking energy from your tissue, right? Which is something Caroline Mies says that happens. And I think Barbara Brennan also says in Hands of Light. So we'll start losing energy there, and that's when we get prone to inflammation and to problems in that area. So disease can start developing there, right? Because what is disease? Disease is, you know, stagnant energy, which is what they say in Chinese medicine. What happens with a river that doesn't flow anymore? Water starts becoming, starts to deteriorate, right? So all flies in it and parasites, and when you drink from that water, you become ill. You know, where there's like a clean river, flowing water, that's where you want to drink from, because that's clean and fresh water, right? So that's the same with your body. There where the zones are, like where there's stagnant energy, stagnant qi is what they use in Chinese medicine, that's where disease starts developing. So that's me just saying that my infection that I'm having down there is not just a symptom. It's really an indication that there are emotional issues, thought issues, right? Ways of thinking that I have adopted that makes me have stagnant energy in the stomach area, intestinal area, so that disease can start developing there. So if you're having issues in a certain area of your body, that's where you want to go. Obviously, you know, there's medicine is necessary. You know, the conventional medicine can help you immediately, but shouldn't be or cannot be the solution. It's a symptom treatment, and in various cases that is necessary. But to heal, eventually heal, we need alternative medicine. We need the right foods, which is what you'll read in How to Eat, Move, and Be Healthy. We need right ways of thinking. We need the right amounts of water, because that are the laws that our bodies are founded upon. It's that simple. So your body's wise. It has its own wisdom. It constantly changes itself via that energy. But if there are emotions that are, or thoughts, feelings that are impacting that area, there's like a homeostasis that gets out of balance, which is called dysbiosis. So there's no balance anymore. The flow of life gets interrupted. And when that happens, there's no flow of energy. There's stagnant energy. And stagnant energy means that it's being robbed from your tissue, your body tissue, and that becomes the part that needs to be healed. So that's what's been going on. And so I needed to reflect upon that, which I've done. I've taken time for myself. That's what you need to do. Take time for yourself. Reflect upon which zone is being affected. Take the alternative, take the allopathic medicine, take the conventional medicine for immediate symptom relief, but going deeper and taking enough rest, eating the right food so that the main cause is being addressed, but also thinking, what haven't I learned yet? What emotions are to be, addressed? What lessons have I to be learned? For instance, for me, a certain relationship that I had in the past, which is still affecting me and that I'm still losing energy over, for instance, right? So really you can address that person, or you can really go deep into yourself and say, I'm not going to lose energy over that anymore, and find the reason why you're losing energy and find a solution for that. Now that obviously goes really deep and I can't go deeper into that, but that's what you want. That's how people heal. And then eventually, if you want to go further and you believe in past lives or something, or right, those things can affect, which is what shamans say, right? How past lives affect our, daily lives. But you can only go into that if you heal the present first. And that's what you need to do, okay? This was a long video, but that's what the body signals is all about. That concept you need to understand. This is the basis and the foundation to understand the body's wisdom. That you cannot just go to real allopathic medicine all the time. You won't heal the underlying cause. No, you have to take care of your body by eating right, sleeping right, moving right, and then also address those emotions, those spiritual things, these thoughts that you're having, right? That's what it's all about. So that's what you'll learn in How to Eat, Move, and Be Healthy as well. And I hope this was a helpful video. This was my story, but this applies eventually to you as well. So warriors, I hope you learned a lot about that. And if you have any question, on anything, on what it means to have those feelings, what kind of emotions you can have, how you can go deeper into those emotions, what kind of resources, just ask in the comments below, and we'll address it. We're here to help you, and you're not alone on your journey, which is the meaning of this tribe. I'm really proud of you to have you here, and I wish you the best. Take care, and this is to listen to our bodies and heal ourselves. Peace.